Hi, my name is Carolyn Ferguson. I am a CPA. I work at Ernst & Young. I'm a senior manager in the assurance practice there. My husband and I have been married for about 4 years. I live in Milton. I have a son, Philip, and we have a dog, a Wheaten Terrier named Polly as well. The biggest complexity was feeling like I was settled and feeling like I had everything I needed. Our entire pregnancy was spent living outside of our house. We were remodeling and living in temporary housing in South Boston. So for the entire pregnancy, I was there. I remember just thinking to myself that whatever I need, I can just order afterward. And so I tried to just relish in that and think I would unpack when I got home and we'd figure it out. We moved back when I was 37 weeks pregnant in the beginning of December. It was a Wednesday morning around 6 o'clock and I was in week 39 and my water broke. It wasn't a dramatic break, but it broke. And I told my husband, Stephen, I said, I think it's time. And he said, no, it's not. Go back to bed. I said, no, I think it's time. So we went to the hospital. I had a midwife that was helping me. And she confirmed what I already knew to be true and convinced my husband that I was not going to be leaving the hospital without a baby. The day progressed as one might expect, going through the various stages of labor. And then it wasn't until the very end of the day, right after you get to that point where you're ready to actually start the physical labor of pushing, when my son Philip's heart rate dropped, and that created a whole slew of complexities that really I was not prepared for. It was every day we would have a doctor visit and be able to tell us, no, I think you're gonna stay another day. And finally, it was Christmas Eve that gave us the green light that we could actually leave the hospital. So that was exciting, and of course, great to be home for the holidays. We had been planning maybe we'd be in the hospital for Christmas, and we were so fortunate to get out at that time. The day after Christmas, on the 26th, the lactation consultant arrived, and Philip during this time wasn't sleeping very much. And it wasn't even that he wasn't sleeping; it was that he was really upset, and I didn't know why. He had been feeding great in the hospital, and I expected that to transition well at home, and unfortunately it just didn't. And so the lactation consultant arrived on the 26th at 10 in the morning, and she listened to my entire story, which was so helpful. I didn't even realize how helpful it was at the time, but she listened beginning to end, standing in the kitchen, just listening to me. And being able to talk about it was so helpful. I highly encourage other new moms to start thinking about getting a support structure in place for that postpartum time. It might be a social worker, it might be a lactation consultant, it might be just a doctor appointment, having that on the calendar so that you know that you're going to see your doctor. Because a lot of things happen in a very short period of time, and you're both learning. That's another thing that I really didn't know. I thought he would be able to latch. I thought he'd be sleeping. But he's learning just as much as I'm learning. The curve is so steep that you're learning so much in such a short period of time, and it's exhausting. And so there's a whole host of different things that I'm thinking about all the time. When did I last change a diaper? And what did it look like? And when do I have to feed him next? How many ounces did he have last time? Will I have to pump again? When am I gonna pump? And sometimes it's hard to keep yourself at the forefront of everything when so much is changing in your world. Getting a support structure in place keeps the momentum going of your growth as a person, because everything is new. You're constantly second guessing whether you made the right choice or the wrong choice. So having just those touch points with people is so important.